Hi, I'm Daniel, and the Wimpy Kid franchise expands further in a new series of movies. There has been loads of books with no end in sight, and while there has been a decrease in quality, it hasn't gone bad yet. I reviewed the two most recent books before. There was live action films for these that I was more mixed on. I need to rewatch them because the first two might be fine. I stand by the third one being a bad video, and I haven't seen the encore, but I can guess it isn't good. Now Disney Plus has got its hands on the franchise, and there will be at least two films about the first two books. Well, it's 58 minutes, so I don't know if I can call it a film or special, because it's very grey area. It's only slightly younger than the Muppet Haunted Mansion that didn't get initial impression, so I don't know what differentiates them, aside from that one could be marked as a movie. By the trailer, I noticed this followed the plot of book one, but the thing that caught most of the attention is the animation. With the skin colours, 3D design to 2D characters and other stuff. I was skeptical about all of this, but also hopefully it might deliver something good. So how does the new Wimpy Kid movie do? The story is about Greg's last year going into middle school and causing Greg to try and figure out about how popularity works. He is also trying to protect Rowley and get him to grow up to deal with the state of middle school. The rest of the plot is from the first book. I don't know to what yet because I haven't read it in a while. I might reread the earlier book sometime. However, not everything in that book is in this film, which makes sense. The first book goes through multiple months and isn't structured as a story but a diary, so not everything will be important in the main overlining plot. When adapting into the film, it will make more sense to only show the important stuff about Greg and Rowley, and I like this direction choice. Its short runtime helps it more than hinders it, because it isn't dragged out. That is more because I think shorter films are way better than longer films in my opinion, with some exceptions. What I might have that will naturally come with a Wimpy Kid adaptation is it doesn't have debate about what is true and not, with Greg being an unreliable narrator. For example, I think Freddy might not be that weird, he just has a medical condition about eating sugar, but that idea won't work here. The story is still good although not its own. As for characters, the characters are ones already existing. Greg is noticed to be not as bad as the books. He still isn't a good person, but here you can get the impression that he actually is friends with Rowley and not just using him to do things he doesn't want to do. This is one of the differences from the books, and I think it works well because the character is still like old Greg overthinking things. Rowley is also focused on, and he is good here. Hefty family needs book knowledge to be important here. They have some role, but it's very mild. Second film Roderick Wheels will probably give them more screen time. Also, in one scene, Maya does something that's actually caring for others. Maybe Greg isn't the only character who's morally better here. The three boys don't get much screen time, but they are annoying, especially the two side ones. These are not original characters, so it's hard to look at them as if I didn't know them before. I think they're fine enough for new viewers. Comedy has a lot of overlapping jokes from the book, such as Subi Mama, so it's also hard to judge. Some comedy works, but most really don't because I am not the main audience for that. Animation isn't CGI with the old designs, so it looks weird at first. The background characters have normal designs, and then there's the main one, say Greg, whose head shape with a bit of hair looks off here. Mouth moves to only half his face, and it doesn't fully work around. It does get better once you get more used to it. The skin is still weird, but it becomes fine. It occasionally switches to a drawing style in the opening for Greg and even Roderick. Animation looks good, but it's a weaker version of the Peanuts moving Captain Underpants. It makes the CGI natural with the original 2D designs. I think the same for the film overall. In conclusion, I give that Wimpy Kid 7.5 out of 10 and would recommend. I added 0.5 ratings to initial impressions, but it wasn't always there looking at some of my older scores. By the way, most people do ratings would be 7, but I see ratings different, leaning my scores higher, because most see 7 as a good film with nothing special. But I see it as an okay movie with not too much problems, that I won't rewatch. There are some films that deserve multiple ratings at the same time that buy and sell to around the 7, but this isn't one of them. Anyway, there is nothing special, it's just an adaptation, but it is worth watching, especially on a streaming service with loads of other things as well. I wouldn't mind having a yearly special book by book, with something I'm guessing has a higher budget than most specials but a lower budget than most films. I am not the target age demographic because this is trying to get younger people into the franchise who are Greg and Rowley's age currently, but I still enjoyed it. Mainly for what it is. I know Jeff Kinney probably wouldn't end this franchise, and how in the present the better things from the franchise aren't the main books. There are flaws here, but it is a good film that was better than I expected it to be. I hope you enjoyed this video of me reviewing this. I predict this will get more views than usual since it's both a new Disney Plus release and Die Wimpy Kid, which has gotten me high views in the past. The end.